What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I've got a really cool place for you guys. This one was built in the late 60s, early 70s, and it looks like it's been abandoned now for a few years. The place I'm talking about is this one right here behind me. This really interesting place isn't going to be around for much longer. So why don't we take a quick look around and then get inside and see what we can figure out about this place. Okay, guys. We're going to start today's adventure just outside the front of the house on the sidewalk here. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick walk around and then we'll get inside and see what we can figure out about this place. Right away, I got to point out to you guys, it's still the beginning of March, and we still got a lot of snow to deal with, so it's still going to be a little treacherous to take a walk around this place. So I'll do the best I can. You can see from out here, though, a lot of boards on the second level, which is kind of interesting. You've got two sets of garage doors there, and you've got a garage door there. So this was either two places in one, or this was just a really, really big place with lots of garage storage. Now it looks like those were balconies upstairs that they've covered over. You see both of them have boards on them, so it looks like they boarded the balconies as well as the windows and the main doorway into the house. So why don't we just take a quick walk around the back here, we'll see what we can see, and then we'll get inside. See what we can find out about this place, see how long it's been abandoned for. We'll go through this pathway here through the snow. You can see even the front steps there. Kind of in rough shape, they're cracking and falling apart. That's a beautiful overhang though. I like how they have the, looks like cedar wood, and they got the pod lights on the underside of it, so that's pretty neat. Nice little feature, we added some ambience to the outside during the nighttime hours of the day. As soon as you come to the backyard, yeah, you can see signs. This place has been empty for a while. You've got garbage. You've got all sorts of stuff left behind. They got a little pen here. That was probably for growing vegetables, and that was probably just to keep rabbits and different type of pests out of the vegetables. As you can see, this very big yard. Lots of yard space. They have a little private fence here to keep everything hidden from the road. They got a nice little swinging chair there. Looks like they have a garage over there that's in pretty rough shape. You can see it's collapsing and the side is gone almost. So we won't really mess around with that. But yeah, this is the place here from the side. Interesting brickwork. They've painted it white. We'll just kind of take a walk over here a little bit and see what we can see of this backyard. It's pretty steep. Yeah, it's very steep actually. You can see, yeah, they would have been growing something here almost guaranteed. Got an AC unit there. And you got a little hill going up the side. Shall we try it? I don't want to fall. I'm not going to fall. Wow. I like this backyard. It's very secluded. It's an interesting house. It's too bad they did the plaster on the sides. Would have been interesting to see the way it used to be. Over here you have a deck, some storage. But look how, it's like a house on a hill, like it's pretty neat. It goes all the way up the hill, you can see the sun setting over there. They even have the steps to the hill. All right, I guess we might as well check out the rest of the yard. We're here. It's a little bit mucky. Okay, so this goes up to the deck here. Pretty wild. All right, guys. Well, it's kind of cold out here, and the snow's pretty deep, and the neighbors might be outside. So I don't want to dilly-dally any longer out here. We'll check out this deck from inside the house. But why don't we work our way inside now, see what we can figure out about this place. Okay guys, we're going to start this one just inside what I presume is the front door of this place. I think what we're going to do is kind of work our way around this floor, and then we'll check out the rest of the house. Interestingly, the front door seems to be in the basement of the house, and as soon as you come in, let me just go this way. First of all, let me just show you the door. This is like an original setup to when they built this house, because they have a transom window out there. This is a newer door. It looks like a 90s door with the iron glass in it. And as I look down, you can see they've got a little bit more modern tile down there. They have the baseboard heater, which is a very, evident sign this place was built in that era, the 60s, 70s. And of course, as you look there, you got your mirror and your key holder. As soon as you turn around, you've got the stairs going upstairs, leading to the first floor. You've got this hallway here, and you got this room here, which we'll check first. So why don't we go on in. Right away, I noticed the cheap laminate flooring, so obviously this room was probably done in the last 20 years. And it's very much like a basement room. You can see it's cinder block walls that are just painted. Kind of looks like a prison cell, to be honest with you. And they have a suspended ceiling hanging down. And interesting track lights, too. Huh. And you can see there's some water damage there. This is looking back towards where we started the video there. And you can see the door is extremely moldy. Extremely moldy. Somebody actually drilled the lockout on that, which is crazy. But even for a basement, it's got a massive big window. When we were out front, you guys could see all the boards they had in this place. So obviously there was a lot of window space they were trying to cover up. They left their bed behind. This could even be a bit of a squatter hangout nowadays. Look at what's left behind here. You know, you got an S7 phone case, which is now 9 years old. Got a Captain Marvel comic. Some Kleenex and just kind of basic things left behind. Got an old LG screen. Dining room chair. And here they just had like an open closet. There's not even a proper closet for ever staying in this room. So that's where all their belongings would have stayed. That's kind of looking back at the room. Like, it's a decent sized room, but it really does have that prison cell type of feel to it. And here's the bathroom. Again, the door is extremely moldy. Look at that old handle, though. That's pretty cool. The old hardware is pretty neat to see. But you can see the toilets here. Everything's, it looks like the toilet's frozen with pee in it. But yeah, a decent little bathroom for a place like this. Got an enclosed shower. It looks like an 80s type of renovation. It's got a nice shower head, basic light, pedestal sink. But it's enough to call it a bathroom and to render this a room. And I kind of wonder if this space was rented out or pieced out for rental. I guess we'll find out as we work our way through it. This room certainly has that feeling. Again, that door is so moldy, it's gross. All right, let's continue this way. Before we go up, why don't we check out the rest of this floor? You see they have primed walls in here. This place was just kind of hastily thrown together. Again, they have that laminate flooring. They even have Christmas crackers here. There's always Christmas stuff left behind. Very 80s looking lights in the hallway here. We've got a little shoe rack with a couple of shoes and a crossword puzzle left behind. Here they just have a little table for storage. They didn't even bother finishing the floor. What's that? Okay, maybe this is like the garage or the basement. Okay, so whoever lived here liked their Merlot. Weird, the TV's on in there. You guys see that? You can see it flickering. Huh. Okay, well, this is an interesting storage area, I guess. What we got behind me here? Again, you got old hardware on the door. Very interesting to see that. But I guess that hardware was probably sold for a long time. Even this door has the same thing. So here you have like a bathroom with a laundry room tub as the sink. Very thrown together again. God, this is kind of strange. Oh, look, this is even like a Dutch door. Weird. I'm going to have to wash my hands. Why don't we check out this upper area first? Seems to be a lot of stuff here. You got Christmas stuff. You got a Nintendo Switch box. You got all sorts of fans. This kind of reminds me of an auto shop a little bit. The way this it looks like an office, and you got a storage area up here. Even those doors down there, they look very commercial. It's kind of strange. Well, I guess we'll figure that out as we get down there. I mean, this could have also been a gym space that somebody had too, right? With that mirror there. But this is interesting. You go into this room here. You got the old TV that's running. Oh, look. Oh, wow. There's purses and bags and all sorts of stuff. You got old video games in there. I see Metal Gear Solid in there. You got a light fixture. But look at this. You got a purse that's left behind. It's getting moldy just hanging there. Sweaters, you got women's clothes. Pro basketball magazine, like jeans have been left behind. Look at this stuff. Very strange space. I don't know where we are in the house, but this is really weird. Look, you even have a camera bag there, high visibility. You got a dragon shirt. And this is all like where the furnace piping is, but look at this, they got another room up here, so let's go check it out. Oh, look. You got a little portable burner there. A little bit of unused storage there. Okay, this room is very short. Okay, so this is where they kept their Christmas stuff, I guess. You got the tree there, you got the base and their paints. We'll come out here a little bit. I'm getting caught on everything. But yeah, it looks like just a storage area upstairs. And of course, that's looking down to that, what I presume to be a workout space. Let's get out of this area. I'm getting caught on the ceiling. Okay. So back down to this area we go. And we go back out here. And all the handles I'm seeing in this house are very old. Those look older than 1970. And like I said outside, I presume this house was built late 60s, early 70s. I don't know exactly. If I do, I'll leave it in the description. Okay. So this works us down here. And you can see this might have been a workout space or something. They were putting a laminate floor down and obviously ran out or stopped for some other reason. That's an interesting skull. Look at that. I'm presuming that's a cow skull. You guys tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or right. I think that's the first time I've seen a skull sitting around a house, though. But lots of storage here. Lots of things left behind. You got your child seat. You got some hockey gear. You got insulation. You got shoes. Brand new photo frame that was never used. Lots of empty boxes for things. Oh, look. Old magazines. January 97, November 97, National Geographic. Of course, you got the lights there. At some point, this padding could have filled out the rest of the floor. And I guess in here's the furnace room. Yes, it is. You got your drainage tubes for the moisture that it picks up. But that's the furnace room behind there. Turn around, this is really strange. Oh, look, they even have a map up there. Yeah, it's a metropolitan Toronto map. I didn't notice that when we were up there. Wow. Really feels like an auto shop in a way. These double doors are interesting. Okay. Perhaps that's because there is an auto shop here. With a Casper mattress there. Nice mattress. One of those bed in the box companies. Wow. You got their mason jars left behind. You can see some of the ones in the middle there have stuff in them still. That's cool. Wow. You got rebar, you've got C-clamps. This room's all full of tools and propane tube tanks and whatnot. Those are like torch tanks in the shelf back there. That's what I mean by propane tanks. You got you got a foosball game. That's crazy. Sledgehammer left behind. Look at this. This is starting to support my theory, though. This might have been a shop, or maybe the guy was, in the cars, and this was what he built himself, because this is looking like a commercial shop at this door. Look at that. I mean, does that work? Yep, it does. That's crazy. It's crazy the power is even on here. This place looks like it's been empty for a long time. Wow. And over here, it's just covered over. They might have had a window or something there at one point. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's no hoist in here. But this certainly looks like a garage type of space. where someone could have done car repairs. I mean, there could have been a hoist and they removed it already. Very interesting. What we got here? Just storage. We got bikes, all sorts of stuff left behind in there. And in here, what we got here? We've got another room here. Okay, so I don't know if it's really worth going in there. Looks like there's another furnace room right there. And there's a storage room there. And just some basic storage in here. So I don't think I'm gonna climb through that to show you guys because that's pretty much all there is to it. This is really weird out here though. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think this was? Kind of a repair shop? Think the guy had like a backyard garage that was a little bigger than it should have been? Or is this just like a hobbyist that just had a nice workspace? Like you come back in here, like this feels like an automotive shop to me. Like this reminds me of people's shops I've seen where they'd have storage rooms, maybe a compressor here. And that reminds me of like a shop office up there. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 that a shop could have been operating out of this house. Okay, so we'll go back this way. This takes us back out to the front door where we started the video. As we come back out here, there you go. You can see the guy left his shoehorn hanging here. Look how moldy that hat is. It's a lot of mold from what I'm seeing so far, guys. So these stairs, I guess, are going to take us up to the second floor, which I presume originally would have been the main floor of this house. Nice wood stairs. Unfortunately, they're painted. Oh, it's a big room. Wait till you guys see this. Look at those cobwebs in the corner. So this room has parquet floors, also dating it to the late 60s, early 70s. It's a big, beautiful space. Look at this. I don't know if I pointed this out coming up. I don't think I did. But these lights were in the other room. They have similar track lights coming up the stairs. Interesting. And as you check out this area over here, you can see they have the old wrought iron banister. Very commonly found in any house built in the late 60s through the 70s. Of course, these shutter closets here are also very reminiscent of that time period. Again, lots of mold. You can see it spotting up all over them. Pretty gross. I'm starting to think this place has been empty for many years. You got more of that padding that we saw in that room downstairs. Another feature I really like is this brick wall. The interior brick wall is absolutely beautiful. Another 70s type of thing that you just don't see anymore. But it's a nice feature. It's a nice, charming feature to see. And it really does add character to a house, if you ask me. Looks like we got a bunch of random things left behind. A little lava lamp, some change, odd belongings. You got this mirror here too. Back here, it looks like we got the bathroom, so let's check that out again. Look how moldy everything is. And here they got like the terracotta tile. This looks like something that would have been done in the 90s. I'll turn this way first. Got another moldy door. And you go in here, it looks like we got a bedroom, or maybe a living room. Interesting. I mean, it could have been either or, really. We got a fireplace in here, which is pretty cool. Looks like at one point it was an actual real wood-burning fireplace, but since has been used for storage. You get a 2019 trophy there. Interesting, but yeah, not a whole lot left behind here. I can tell you this is not the original fireplace that they would have put in the house. That stonework there is very dated to about 2010. And that's all it is faux stone from that era. And it kind of would match the paint color that they chose for this room. That's also something that was common in that time, as well as this laminate flooring. That looks very early to mid 2000s to me. You can see though, this place has been empty for a while. Starting to suffer some water damage in the ceilings. So I'm still thinking it's been at least 3-4 years. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. So as we come back this way, There's a shower there. Okay, that's interesting. Again, we got a really moldy door. Look at that, guys. But also, we have a powder room here. Well, that's cool. Look at the old fan. That's pretty neat. I like that. We got a very cozy little bathroom here. That actually looks like it's a bit more of a modern sink and vanity. It is. The vanity is. I don't know about the sink. I can tell you the faucet is an original faucet. Well, not original, but that's like an 80s Moen faucet. Of course, the toilet's there, so we got to know. It's frozen full of pee. But you can see they have the IKEA toilet shelf. And they got a kid's toy as a flower up there. And interestingly, this bathroom also has cinder block walls. Well, at least one of them. So it has that prison feel up here too. Very comforting. Now, strangely, you turn right here. And I guess because this bathroom was a powder room, that maybe the shower was an afterthought. But instead of having a closet at the end of the hall here, you got a very nice step-in shower. Obviously, an elderly person lived here at one point. You've got the assistant's chair that they would have needed to sit for a break or, you know, just so they could shower safely. You got a beautiful box in the wall to put your shampoos and soaps and whatnot. And as you look in here, the tiling on the floor is very cool. They have a pad so you can't slip on these tiles, even though they're very rough. But yeah, this is a beautiful shower. I really like the walls. I really like the stonework. It's got a nice big shower head. It looks like an original fan that was probably put in when they built this house. So this shower was probably upgraded. But you can see from the exhaust fans they have that we've seen so far sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You can see from the original fans that they have in here that a lot of this stuff is original to when they built this house, which is neat. But that's a very nice shower. Even if they did modernize it, I really like that shower. Even though it is strange that it's off the hallway instead of in the bathroom. And here it looks like we got a bedroom. We got very nice crown molding running around the ceiling, although that is new. Very modern looking crown molding. We got a decent sized closet here. That looks like that would have been the original part. And this shelving unit here is a little bit more modern. Again, they left some stuff behind, but not much. Got another old dining room chair here going moldy. But as you look around, you can see that the floors again are that modern laminate wood. And this is the second time we've seen these in the house. There was the basement room had these too, these onyx type decorations or whatever you want to call that. Interesting. And strangely, this door is vented. I'm not sure why. Usually they do that in a room with a furnace or something running. Well, that's interesting. As you look at that door there, there's shower caps and loofah and everything are left behind. That's a nice little feature there. I know that the room out there had brick running along, but I like how that corner in this hallway has exposed brick too. All right, so we'll go back out to this room here. It's a great big room. I guess this would have been the main living room space of the house. Great way to be greeted when you come in and come upstairs. This room also has a balcony, which was boarded from out front that we saw. I'll show you guys this balcony real quick. Got a nice screen door. Very nice railing going along, gives a lot of privacy. But yeah, you can see this would have been a great spot to hang out. Get to sit and watch people, see what's going on in the city. You can see the overhang starting to get rough though. Adding to my theory that this place has been empty for a few years. Even the concrete over here is starting to get rough. This is looking back along. You can see this place has a beautiful front window here that would have let in lots of light before this balcony was boarded. This would have been a space that I would have enjoyed cigars, coffees, the works. You know how it goes. All right, so we'll go back in the house. Beautiful first floor, or second floor. I really like this floor a lot. This room is very nice to look at. The pot lights really add to the ambience of this room, if you ask me. And of course, this is what that big, beautiful window looks like from inside. Got a decent curtain running along it. You can see they cut the curtain away there for a table or something. They left their chair over here. It's an interesting spot. Again, you can see this chair has been sitting here for quite a long time. It's very moldy. But another beautiful brick wall. And I gotta show you, this is a pretty cool light too. Very, very nice. I'll just turn around and show you guys the space from this side here. So that's looking along the huge front window. And of course, that's looking towards the stairs where we came up from the front door. Look at that old thermostat. That's pretty cool too. Wow. That's definitely like a late 60s, early 70s General Electric thermostat. So here, we have a kitchen. And we have Ethan, of course. Make sure you check him out. He'll be in the description.
Hello.
It's a beautiful old kitchen. Well, I shouldn't say beautiful anymore, but back in the day it would have been. This one's very much stuck in the 70s. Look at those countertops for starters. They look like cutting boards. And then you got this faux marble countertop and backsplash running the wall here. You can see they kind of left in a hurry. A lot of their stuff is left behind. A lot of their kitchen utensils are still here. You got the melted spoon there. You still have the salt and pepper up there and a couple spices. This is really moldy, but let's look inside. It's not that gross. Yeah, even this countertop over here, it's got that cutting board type material. Let's see what they left behind. That's empty. This one has some cooking stuff. Sugar's wrapped up, so it's still fresh. Maybe we'll cook for you guys later. Got some glasses. Interesting. Still got stuff in there. Yeah, I think we're going to find that this kitchen has a lot of the stuff left behind. And that doesn't open, but I can see this island moves. But yeah, we're not going to go rooting through everything. You can see a lot of it was left behind. They kind of crudely left everything. That's an interesting range hood. Looks like it's stainless steel, but very greasy. We'll check a couple of these. See if they left any cups or anything. Well, they got some plates. Coffee cups, teapots. Lots of plastic. People would freak out about that these days. But yeah, oh look at that. They have some Christmas decorations left out. So these people must have left the Christmas too. Drawers full of bags. Just random stuff. Floors look like they were tiled probably in the 80s. That looks like kind of 80s tiling. Interesting. What do we got here? We got a door going outside, I guess. Yeah, that's a window. Oh, okay. So they have another deck space outside here. The door doesn't open though, so I'll just kind of show you guys through the door. We can't really see because of the light. But there's like a little room here, like a mud room. And then it goes out to a deck space like the one we were at earlier. All right, so just to give you a perspective where we are, that's the big living room area we were in. Of course, this is the kitchen here. The lights and everything work everywhere. It's kind of wild. The fridge is an interesting spot here. Look at this. They got a little elevated storage area. They still got the fridge with their family photos and whatnot on it. Of course, they got all sorts of storage around it. Those are fake apples. And you got all sorts of stuff. Storage going back there. They even had steps going up to the storage. Very interesting. What's in the fridge? The fridge's empty. Oh, it stinks though. Oh my God. Look at the mold on the shelf. It's growing thick. Oh my God. Ugh. That's gross, guys. That stinks real bad. It's been a while since we got to enjoy the sights and smells of a bad fridge, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, so we got a calendar here. This is December 22. That was the last time it looks like anybody was here. So it looks like this place has been abandoned now for at least a couple of years. Kind of surprising to see mold like that in just a couple of years. So as we go this way deeper into the house, we got a laundry room space beside the kitchen, kind of in the middle of the house. That's interesting. A little bit of storage there, a little bit of stuff left behind. You can see they got the dryer here still left behind, but someone's taken the washer. And that's really all there is to this space. Oh, and you've got an attic access there too. So as we come back out this way, this takes us to, that door's got Velcro on it. That's interesting. I wonder why. As we go this way, there's another kitchen. This one's got that laminate flooring too. But this flooring is in rough shape and it's peeling and lifting. This looks much more abused. But what the heck? Another kitchen. Could this house been split into 2 apartments? Maybe that's what's going on here. It's an interesting table. Is there a doorknob on that door? There is. So I don't know. The door has Velcro. Maybe it was just for a wind seal, or maybe they had 2 families living here. You guys tell me in the comments. What do you think? You can see their blender and their water heater boiler was here still. The kettle, I mean, electric kettle. And you've got air rifle bullets there, an old chessboard, but not too much left behind. Here you got the kitchen space. So I'll kind of back up and let you guys see what this looks like. It's a smaller kitchen than the one we were just in. Those are interesting chairs and a table though. I like that. I bet you those are retros when they built this place. I could feel the floor buckling under my feet, so it's definitely been wet or something. Got an old Frigidaire stove here. This is like an apartment-sized stove. It's very small. Look at the microwave. It's nasty. Looks like it's moldy and no one ever cleaned it once. These cabinets here, they've got a little bit more modern hinges. This cabinetry kind of looks like it could be from the late 90s, early 2000s. But interestingly, they still have the chopping board countertop. I do like how they did a tile backsplash up here rather than that one we saw in the other kitchen. Look at this air fryer though. Ooh. Yeah, these people didn't like to clean at all. Wow. So they got tile going up there, and it looks like they had like laminate, tile, marble stuff back there. This is kind of like a mismatch of different styles. It looks like they did a cheap renovation over it in the end. And that's why you're seeing certain things that are like this tile, you know, this fake stuff here, and then you got the tile. You can see that they got an old window here. See if there's anything in these cupboards. Empty, a couple plates. Yeah, for the most part they're empty, not much to see. Yeah, look at that table, that's really cool, I like that. They left their weights behind. I'll show you the backyard since we didn't actually get out there from the front. It was a little bit difficult. This is the backyard here. You can see that's where we kind of stopped right down there. But yeah, it's a big hill. It's kind of a secluded backyard. I like how they have the picnic table there. That's cool. You can see it's a house on a hill. A lot of secluded privacy in this backyard. That's the main area that you go down to there. But yeah, it's just a tiny little deck. A little bit of privacy. It's got some bench space for your guests to sit while you barbecue and hang out and everything. That's really all there is to it. And that's what the back of the house looks like from up here. All right, so let's work our way back in. You can see they had tile and laminate in here, so it supports my theory that probably just did a cheap renovation. So maybe this place was kind of converted into an apartment in the end. Let's work our way back through. So in here we got some cheap storage within the storage. Got a DeWalt tool there. Fridge with some artwork left. What's in the fridge? The freezer is empty. Oh, it looks gross though. And the fridge, it's also empty, but it's gross. So here we got a door. What is this? A closet? It goes to the basement. We'll check that last. Okay, so we'll work our way in. So this is the bathroom for this half of the house, I suppose. You can see this is a little bit more modern looking. They have some modern tile on the floor. And you can see that faux slate stuff again. Again, I mentioned that in the other room. This is very common, like, you know, around 2010. The toilet here, it's on an angle. That's kind of weird. Look at that hack work. They literally punched a hole into the drywall for the lid to fit onto the toilet. Is this one dirty too? It's frozen, but it's empty. Of course, you got the frosted window there. I gotta say though, this is the nicest part of the house though, this shower. It's got a really nice shower door, a nice solid glass wall and door. And even though it's got this faux stone that I'm not a fan of, it looks decent. I'll just take a look inside. So you have the Moen faucet. You've got the really huge shower head there. Very nice. And you have the soap box in the wall there with the very dated looking glass tile. And you've got the bench in the back for your partner to sit and watch while you guys take turns. Pretty wild. Oh, I gotta point out too, that's pretty cool. Look at that cool light. It's a little bit too big for a bathroom this small, but that's a pretty interesting looking light. And of course, like I said, this was probably a very modern renovation. Just look at that faucet, the sink. All this looks very, very, very new. All right, so I'll back out of this room here and turn to our left, and it looks like we have the family room space of this part of the house. Again, they have the laminate floors. Bed's been left behind. Look at this though, everything is left behind. Wow. Pretty cool. They have a moldy shelf here. Like, this house is very grossly moldy. Look at how bad this is. Honeywell humidifier. Got some hockey cards left behind. Look at that Dougie Gilmore, 91, 92. They got an old Milwaukee radio in the corner here. Looks like it's on. It is on, it works. I like how they did the antenna hack to get better reception. Lots of cobwebs there. Look at that, you got the Scottish flag. Yeah, as you turn around and look through this room, it's set up. You got the TV running. You got another foosball table, foosball game, like the one we saw downstairs. Look how moldy the table and the game is though. Like, it's just speckled everywhere. And this couch, this love seat beside me. Look how moldy this is. Like, that is really, really gross, guys. Look at that. Would you sit on that? Oh, it's really bad. Even the chair over here, you can see it's also getting quite gross and moldy. The armrests are just caked. It looks like someone's been sprinkling it for years. And that drywall is very gross looking. It looks very soft and wet. Looks like the paint's just kind of peeling off and falling on the floor, unfortunately. Even the window. The moisture's causing the window frame to just blow up and fall apart. It's like literally rotting to pieces in the wall. Crazy, and you got black mold up there. House is very boarded, except for the window behind me. Almost every window in this house has been boarded. Got another chair there. Got a fan for the room. Even have a light. Interestingly enough, Katie has the same light at her house. So hopefully she sees this video and gets a kick out of that. And of course, they have that slate, that faux slate stuff on the wall here, like an accent wall. Again, that's like the latest thing they would have done to this house about 15 years ago. Everything on this shelf is moldy though. Like, you've got those things down there. I think they're Walker or something pieces. They're moldy. That bag in there is moldy. All their belongings. But what's crazy is the Xbox 360 is still running. Look at this. This is crazy. Got the Halo 4 remote. Battlefield 3. I used to play that game with my buddies. And that Nintendo would have came out about 4 years ago, I think. So, yeah, I guess this is starting to look like they abandoned this place around late 22, like the calendar would suggest. Absolutely wild. That mirror is very dirty, looking like someone used to smoke. But even back here, look at the mold. So bad. What do you guys think? What happened here? It seems like everybody left in a hurry for some reason. That's an interesting light. So back here, it looks like we have a bedroom. Again, another fairly new looking bed left behind. Got a nice pine dresser. I think Jamie will appreciate that. It's varnished nicely and it's in fairly decent condition. Got another box spring or something there. Because this room doesn't have a closet, this is how they hung their stuff, just on racks. And of course, here you got their air conditioning unit, their night table. And this, I believe, is the balcony. Yeah, that's the balcony that we were looking at from the kitchen there. So that's interesting. So I guess that's your view of the balcony from two different angles. Of course, their ceiling fan's been left behind. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is the craziest part of the house, really, right here. This is really strange to see a room set up like this and to see NHL 08 running on the screen. That's just wild. All right, well, I guess we have that downstairs space, and that's going to wrap this one up. It's been a pretty cool explore. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. All right, so this goes downstairs. Typical basement stairs. Oh. Otis takes us outside. So this would have been the front door for this part of the house. Okay. That's very interesting. So yeah, this house looks like it was a duplex. Maybe originally that was the front door to bring into the house before they converted it into a couple of apartments. So I guess you would have come in that door, and this would have led you upstairs to this half of the house. And the other one would have brought you to that half of the house. That's the way it certainly seems anyways. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I think that's going to wrap this one up. This was a really, really interesting place to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment after the episode is over. And of course, share this one out to help the video grow. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today's adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed coming on this one with me. This was a really, really cool place. Looks to have been built in the late 60s or early 70s. And as you can see, it looked like in the end it was used for some kind of an apartment with probably two tenants. But for some strange reason, it seems both tenants left, and left in a hurry, because all their stuff is left behind, or at least a good amount of their stuff is left behind, including the TV and video game setup, which I've never seen before. And of course, strangely, even after all these years, the power is still on so that you can see this weirdness. If you guys have any theories as to what might have happened here, please let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, hit that like button and share this one out to help the video and the channel have a chance to grow. Well, that's all the time we have for today's adventure. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button over there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the random video up there. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.